Welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the talk thing show that proves without a shadow of a doubt that the so-called African American didn't find his way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One. And today we're going to take a very important look at one of the mainstays, builders, glue, persons that is amongst us that it looks like by this past week's activity, we don't have a lot of respect for. And these are sisters. Now, like all of us, we're multi-dynamic. We're multi-dimensional beings, and sisters can come in the form of your mother, because of course your mother has brothers, and she's their sisters. Sisters can come in the form of a grandmother, because grandmother has brothers, and she's a brother. She's valuable to them. And of course, if you asked all of your granduncle, your uncles about their sisters, they would thumbs up every time. You also have aunts. Aunts are sisters. That's the multi-dimensional of the female, not just her, but we all have that too. Then you have your wife. Your wife is a sister or has sisters. And if you ask your brothers-in-law, everybody, about their sister, they'll give you a thumbs up. They'll say, hell yeah. Then you have girlfriends. Your girlfriend is a sister or has a sister. Tell you the same thing. Daughters. Daughters have sisters. And yeah, after all the fighting and all the bullshit is over, they really love each other and they have each other's back because of me. Hey, they've been with each other their whole lives. And we can go down the gamut of all the females who are around us who are sisters. And when you think of a sister, you think of somebody that when you down on your luck, who's the first one to help you? Your sister. If you hungry, I'm hungry. Who's the first one to feed you? A sister, mother, aunt, it's somebody. The first one to take care of us, it seems like the black man, the first man on the planet, is always doing something disrespectful and fucking stupid for our sisters. And you can talk all that white man shit you want. Our problem is us. Now, I'm sure by now, everybody has seen what these brothers did to that sister in New York to take off her tennis shoes. Everybody's seen that, and everybody, what they didn't know, what they don't know. This is one of the reasons why we're fucked over in the world, because all those children are spirits that have came back. You've heard of that, what goes around comes around. You follow the moon, well, you follow the moon cycles, I'm sure. Those of you who follow the moon cycles realize that we don't really die. We just, wherever our energy is when we leave this planet, that's where our energy takes us. We're African Americans. They really don't know about this. We really don't know about the things that our people taught and done because we want to be Greeks, Hebrews, Christians, all this other bullshit. But we really don't want to be ourselves. And when we leave this planet, not trying to be ourselves, we come back as a dog, a monster, not in the physical sense, but we'll carry those attributes in us. Like those brothers that was stomping on that sister the other day to steal her tennis shoes. And let me say this about the tennis shoe thing. You shines take steal shit that costs $2 to make. This is how dumb the Negro is. And one of our problems is being, oh, leave them alone. They, they didn't do that. That's the dumb shit we've been on. They could have killed that sister in New York the other day. This is where we are. This is where you are. You seeing the rest of the world ramping up to kill your dumb ass, and you go ahead and help. You start. That's how you. That's what you do. See, this what a black man is. And see, a lot of people don't want to hear it. So you see it when talk like this is going on. Now we'll run and watch, but when it's time to listen and figure out what to do with this shit, I don't want to hear that. This is going to be the one of the downfalls for the Negro. Not one of those brothers helped her. Listen, this is just a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. Here, this sister's on the bottom of about 20 dudes stomping her to steal her tennis shoes. And no one came to her assistance. No one helped her. See, this is what makes Snoop Dogg's comments look stupid. This is what makes all those brothers going around dogging out sisters. You look dumb. You look fucking stupid. This is what all these cats going around talking about the bed wench and all this other dumb shit because nigga, you helped do it. And then hide your hands like they ain't dirty and pretend like you don't do it. And one of the main reasons sisters are out doing crazy shit is because of you. Because see, there are sisters that's fucking them little boys that did that to that sister. Those little boys have mamas. What you think they mamas like? Yeah, they're sisters too. And this is what I'm saying. We looking at this shit all wrong, y'all. And if we don't start looking at it right and start looking at ourselves in the mirror, you kiss your asses goodbye. And y'all know it. I ain't saying nothing new. Another thing that came through the other day that I find most disturbing, and this is what I'm saying. It's not that white people, everything, because if we didn't act how we act, nobody would act how they act. Just imagine people coming from different countries and looking at us and saying, "These motherfuckers, look at these motherfuckers. This is what we look like. This is how we present ourselves to the world. This is what all your Oprah Winfrey's, your ministers, your teachers, all this is what they teach your children because you wouldn't be in this position if they were teaching something else. Can I get a witness? Huh? This is how you do each other? I make this point because it has to dig home. Go check out the Georgia Guidestones and look at what they got planned for your ass. And you dogging each other out. You sound like the Buffalo Soldiers, huh? We always praise the shit that kills us. We always glorify the dumb shit that makes no sense. The Tuskegee Airmen, they were great. The Tuskegee Airmen was off kicking somebody else's ass when somebody was in here kicking your ass. When we asked why wasn't the Tuskegee Airmen around to protect you, well, brother, you, all that dumb shit. Without your sisters, your ass don't live. This is to the men and the females who want to be men, which you will never be. So stop embarrassing yourself and get in there and have some kids. Brother, the way we've been acting the past, I mean, since I've been on this planet, in treating our women, our sisters, our mothers, our daughters is ridiculous. And you can keep using that excuse. The white man messed us up. We can't do nothing. You keep using that. But everybody's reacting off of what you do. You're never on code. And by on code, I mean there's things that Indian people from India do that if you don't do it, they know you're not a part of them. These people from Africa, they have a code amongst their people that they don't do. We don't have no code. And we don't want to hear about I don't want no code. We're hastening up our demise. We're speeding up our demise. We are doing it. Nobody else. You could halt the elections if you were on code. You could change this whole world dynamic if you were on code. But many of you want to be like Oprah. Another thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because I know y'all got to get ready to go to church this morning. Amen. There's another thing that's around, and a lot of these things I want you to check out. This little girl, 4 years old, mother takes her to the loctician so the loctician can tighten up her locks. The little 4 year old tells her loctician, "I'm ugly." I'm ugly. Then starts crying. Where does this girl get that she's ugly from? Who teaches her that? Be honest, because we see all the beauty supply hair places in our community. Don't lie. Who teaches a 4 year old baby that they ugly? Is this why we all them in all them wig shops? Is this why we wear eyelashes that look like bat wings? Listen, this is how I would like to see it. All of you who don't really give a shit about yourself, who think you're black, who think you something other than you are, move your ass out the way. Because you're muddling the sight. You're murkying the waters. And brothers, ugh, this is where you are? You will go stomp a 15-year-old girl for for some tennis shoes. And you get pissed off if we say you dumb. I would, for those of you who know how to study and think, because thinking is something that the African American wasn't equipped with. They took thinking out of when they created the African American, thinking was taken out of the equation. See, with the Black Panthers, the problem they had with the people who called themselves black, they were still thinking. Study a brother named Fred Hampton, thinking, 19 years old, brilliant mind. So they had when we create these new beasts, we're gonna have to take thinking out. And that's where the African American comes in. And anybody wants to talk about this, come on the radio show or talk about it, we can. You better be prepared. The African American doesn't think at all. Never. And if you ask them, yo, brother, you should start thinking, they'll look at you with a quizzical face on your look on their face, a quizzical look on their face, like thinking, what's that? Seriously, that's the African American. The African American was created to do as he was told. That's all he does. He doesn't deviate from it. He and she doesn't deviate from it. So the next, so you went from black to African American, African American. They're going to be burying your ass. That's the sequence of it. And you can't do it all in one time because it'll alert the world. A shock will happen to the planet. I mean, so if you just wiped out all the people on a landmass at one time, you might have that landmass sink. Because the people are to the land like trees are to the land. The tree roots holds the land together. This is shit we should know about ourselves, but we don't. We take other people ideologies of what and who we are and what we should be, and very arrogantly and assholishly, we teach that shit to our kids. So listen, brothers, if you listening, do us a favor. Apologize to all the sisters around you. I know, even if you're not in New York, and tell them that you are sorry that this happened. And you do everything in your power when you talk to these young men and when you talk to these men, period. Because there's some brothers that 60 and 70 years old are dumber than them brothers out there who did that to that sister. And y'all know it. Then when you talk to these brothers, you let them know, you can't act like an asshole. Let these cats know and show them that because you got a phone now. You can teach with your smartphone. Start loving on each other. Start patting each other on the back. Start supporting each other. Then watch what happens. You guys have a good day.